Hello everyone, it's your friend, your homeboy, your favorite DJ, you name them, whatever. VDJ Spice Winner 232 and another tutorial with the virtual DJ series again. Remember the last time we installed the 2020 version? Yeah, the licensed version. So today we are looking at the first look into the virtual DJ 2020 and some important settings which will help you in making video mixes and audio mixes to get the best quality you want. So let's get into the program. Okay, there are lots of new added features in the 2020 which makes it distinct from the previous versions. Looking at the 8.3 which was launched I think in 2008 and 8.2 which were launched in the previous years, because there were many versions of the 8.2 and the 8.0 and the rest. There are a lot of added features, because even the first look, when you open the program, you see that the skin of the 8.4 is different. Even the color of the virtual DJ, which is in the program as a watermark, used to be red. Now it's something like Virgil, which is off-white and black. But notwithstanding, if we get into the settings of the program, we'll get to see that there are also new added features into that, which is let me say, which are tutorials, extensions. These are new added features into the settings, which you will get in the gear icon. When you click on the gear icon, let me try to zoom that and see. When you get to the gear icon here, let me zoom out again, you get to see that when you are connected online or on the internet, you get tutorials which will show you how to use virtual DJ 2020. They are doing that because they know it's a new version, and these new added features will somehow be different from the previous versions. So that's what this tutorial is meant for. The audio has been in the previous versions, but for new DJs, this normally is for the input and output sound settings, but we'll get to know them better later. The interface normally deals with the themes and other font settings. Yeah, controller, normally if you have got a controller installed, you get to map this, or map the basic keyboard settings and other mouse settings. Even if you haven't got a controller, CDJ, vinyl or whatever, you get to set these settings to make you play similarly to the other functions that most of these controllers have. So the options here normally deals with the settings in the audio settings, video settings and other basic options. So as we are going, we'll get to know them better. So for you not to miss out of the advanced teachings or the advanced tutorials I'm going to make, please click on the subscribe button And next to the subscribe button you will see the bell icon, so you get every notification about upcoming videos. You have to click on that also. So the license, remember the installation we did the last time was mainly for the license, mainly to get an activated versions, because if you go to the virtual DJ website you see that the versions that are there, you get to use only limited and access, which in which you connect a controller or whatever professional tool, you only get 10 minutes access. That will only last for some days, and you will not get access to even the 10 minutes they will give you. So in this you will see that the pro version is already, we have the current license, which is the virtual DJ Pro Infinity version. That means no matter how long you continue to use this, you, even if you want to use it for the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years, but as time goes on you want to upgrade this version. So you can see that our license version here is the virtual DJ Pro Infinity version. So this means you can use it for professional purposes with CDJs, vinyls, controllers, or whatever. The extensions here is normally based for new themes, effects, samplers, and other things that you want to load into the virtual DJ. But some of these I'll teach you later how to download them specially and install them, because we have already blocked the internet connection to the virtual DJ for us not to lose the license. Yeah, so these extensions are on the virtual DJ website, or in the future I'll download them and post them. And let me just say, put the links in the description below of future videos. Yeah, this is normally active even when we've got video blocked. You see that there are access of streaming to Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, and others. Whether being video mixes, audio mixes, you want to use radio server or whatever, these I'll get into very deep in future videos. Record, this record is mainly meant for whether you want to record video mixes, audio mixes. It's very important because that's what makes the name right now of plenty DJs. Oh, this DJ has got many good mixes, especially video mixes. His mixes are very different. Yeah. As for virtual DJ remotes, this gives you the meaning already. You see here, mix from your iOS or Android phone or tablet. Yeah, this will tell you that virtual DJ remote lets you scratch, mix, or control virtual DJ from your mobile device wirelessly while the computer is plugged to your sound system. Yeah, meaning your PC might be connected or will be connected to the sound system, and you use your phone to control the actions that will be working on the virtual DJ, so it will send an output to your default sound system. Yeah, so that those are the important things you see behind the gear icon. But the other important features, or the new features in the virtual DJ, is in 2020, which is the version 8.4, the layouts. The layouts, these layouts, I think this is the first time they've introduced this layout, the essential, yeah, wherein you get the daylight skin. This daylight skin is normally meant for perhaps you'll be DJing outdoor in the sun, perhaps it might be on the beach. Yeah, you don't have to cover the screen whenever or whatever you want to do, so you use this essential. It's also available in the professional versions, you see, but with this you have to change the skin when you want. Yeah, you have to use the color scheme, put it to dark if you are working in a well lit environment. Yeah, you put it to dark. But if you are working in a bright environment, you have to toggle this to daylight. Yeah, so you get to see the screen clearly. So let me turn this back. Other important features are the color waveforms. You change the color waves to whatever you want. Let me load a song so you get to see how this will make difference. So with this loaded here, you see that if you change the color wave, and let me just say the waveform display, you see that the color here is changed. And these are not only meant for designs. This tells you a lot about the song, that if it's on blue, you get to see that the instrumental was only there and there was no vocal, and where it's green tells you that there is a vocal at that particular point. So I'll get to explain that in the future, okay, when we get to where it's necessary. So on this other side, you get to see that we've got a beat counter which will tell you how many bars of the song have played. You get to see that, but most of the settings I changed myself. So let me give you the most important settings you get to use when making your mixes, so you get very good quality of the mixes you want. So basically, I think the pro and layout is the best for what you want to use. On the pro layout, the color scheme, obviously, if you are working in a well lit environment and in a dark environment, you have to use the dark mode. But if it's a very bright environment, you have to do, which perhaps might be in the daylight, you have to use the daylight. So you have to check. No, basically you use the two decks, which I think is already activated on this. Then the display, jog wheel display, you have to use the needle plus text, which are here. This allows you to see the BPM of the song, and you see other text here which will tell you the song is placed as 2 minutes 2 seconds or whatever. This down here tells you that this song this song plays for 1 minute 4 seconds and 6 milliseconds, and the song is at 2.4 milliseconds right now, or 2 minutes 4 milliseconds. These are very important to take note of. Then the other thing that you see, some other important video settings. Let's get to see how the video settings react. So you can see that on this side you see the name of the song, and you might not want that if necessary. Then if the song is also playing, when you try to use samplers, all this I will show you how to add new samplers, because there have been differences with this new version and the old versions. Okay, let's try to play. You get to see that the name of the samplers show on the screen, and obviously you might not want that. So let's get into the settings to see how best you can change most of these settings. Okay, so you have to click on the gear icon. Okay, let me zoom out again. You have to come to options, which is also a very big gear icon, which you see here, this options. So basically, in getting out the name, that's why I said earlier that most of the things might be very tricky, because the way you think they name them is normally different. So there you have to click on skin, skin, you see here video skin, use video skin. So you have to click that on no, because you might not want to use that. And let's get back to this. Okay, so let's try to get this song again. Okay, let me take it back from the start. Okay, right here. In fact, let me give it a cue point. So when I want to start this, I'll just take it right from the cue point 1. Okay, so let me get the video on this again. So let's see if it will show again.
Then we mash up the place. Party after party, then we mash up the place. Cause you wonder where you can tell, get man, the way they can tell. And you wonder where they can tell, get man, the way they can tell. And you wonder where they can tell,
So that's one important settings that have been a very regular questions, how to get the name off and the waveform that shows below the screen when you are working on a video. That's one important thing. Then another is the key. There is a key settings, key setting I mean, which normally adjust the song on the deck B to play in the same key as the song that was playing in the deck A, and that has been another problem. So let's try to get another song into this, the virtual DJ. And mind you, that normally happens, it normally happens when you connect a controller. In fact, when you switch to this Pro, when you switch to Pro, gives you the key setting. So let's look if the key is turned on. Okay, you get to see that it's now on no, but normally it goes to yes because I selected it to no in the earlier settings when I was just flexing.
On the beat.
Around ya, now one name then they call round ya. Around ya, now one man me they keep round ya.
So there was a little bit shifting of the pitch of this song on the deck B, which made it sound a little bit different from the original track. So it's necessary to get the key settings, key to no, because you might not want to use that. Okay, so now that you've got your video settings, let me recommend other important settings. So let's take it from the top. Okay, so now we are using the most used settings, if you can see. So if you want to type,
You know they catch for me man round ya, around ya. Any.
okay, so here I suggest you type video because you want your video settings. So you see start video unload, leave that on yes. So you see letterboxing. This letterboxing, I won't suggest you use bars or crop, so put it on zoom. You see the effect later. So basically I suggest you use video frames per second, put that 24. Yeah, so the video resample quality, leave that on high. Video crossfader, leave all those. The video driver obviously should be the one installed on your computer. As for me is Intel, which has the R in the middle as the trademark. Yeah, HD graphics 4000. Yeah, so that doesn't need to change. So the video transition basically is on zoom, but this video random transition, you have to switch that on yes, because basically whilst you'll be doing your video mixes, you won't have time to be changing, oh I want to use this transition, that and other things, because you'll be busy doing your scratches, busy loading your effects, loading your samplers, yeah, and launching all the effects samplers, so you won't have times to be selecting the transitions you want to use. So I suggest you put the transition as the video transition, random transition I mean, yes. And basically if you have a customized logo, which here video logo, as for me I want to use one from a friend whose name is DJ Flex. So on this video logo here you have to use yes. I've already selected the logo from, okay, so at least let me try to do that again. You see here video logo image, but this is not only meant for images. You might have let me just say, because it also supports video files, which might be MOV, MP4 files, which are normally in 3D format, but you get to see that when I do it. So you have to click on the arrow pointing down next to that. So on desktop, let me try to get onto the file. Okay, it's named PNG. It's some kind of a big file, which is 179 megabytes. I will get to explain everything in the video. You click on open, so it's already here. Then you have to choose the position you want it, because normally if you want it on the top left, you put it on the top left, top right, left bottom, right bottom, but normally I like mine on the top right. Yeah, because most TV stations normally put their logos on the top right hand corner, so at least I know that my logo is representing me and I'm broadcasting, so I like that to be on the top right. Yeah, video skin, we already turned that off, it's not necessary. Video shader quality, okay, let's put that on auto. This use video skin, you leave that on no. Yeah, so this here shows record video resolution. The record video resolution, I will suggest you put that on 1280 by 720, yeah, widescreen, because you want a very good quality, because I'm using an Intel Core i5 PC. Yeah, that's my processor specification, and it's somehow very good for these video mixes, as you normally see my video mixes somehow very good in terms of quality. Yeah, so with all these settings I suggest you go back. So let's try to take this back again. Let's get our video panel, Control V to bring the video panel. Okay, so if you look at this top where I'm having the cursor right now, you see that I've got an animated video logo, which is very nice. Yeah, if you can see that. So that's it. But if you need something like this, I'll place my number in the description below, so you can contact me. We'll talk about that. Let's see how you can get yours. So you can see that the size of the video is normally based on how it was shot, but for some videos you see that the interface will be zoomed. So let's try to get to the next video. let's see for this.
Smoking cold. Yeah.
So basically you can see that the video shows on the whole screen, which is very nice, as you might want your videos to be of that very big quality and all that. Yeah, so there are other added features which I want to talk about, like the fonts, because many people would like to change the fonts to what they want, perhaps zoom it and whatever. So if you look on the left bottom, let me zoom that. On the left bottom you see that there is a letter down here which normally has, oh, okay, it's a letter A, okay, which shows font size, then use a bigger font or increase readability. So you can click on that, yeah, whether to make the font bigger or smaller, in which you toggle all the other settings. So if you look on this other side, you will see that there is another box here. So basically this here is the graph wherein you have the waveforms. These are the two decks, deck A and deck B. This is the file browser, and here is, this is the file browser which include the folders, yeah, and here is the main folder wherein you have clicked on this other side. Perhaps if you want to access this file, let me say you want to access this folder now, yeah, you get to see that the file, the folder you have clicked here, the files will be shown in here, the big panel. If you want, you can adjust that to whatever you want. Perhaps you have selected these sites which will consist of very big and plenty subfolders you want to make use of. So let's click that. So this also is adjustable. So let me explain this better. The samplers, normally you drop whatever you want. Perhaps this might be video, and effect, audio, or whatever. And the pre-installed are also customizable. If you want, you can change that to whatever you want, yeah, for what else you want to use. Then normally another questions is about the side list. Some people normally say the side list is, let me say, it's not useful and all that, and arguably it's very useful. Perhaps you might want to play songs on a gig which might be very difficult. You don't want to use search to be searching for the songs and whatever, because normally when you are broadcasting video mixes, you get to see that when you use the search, makes your video that will cast on the projected screen will be get to slow down and perhaps even stuck at a point wherein you won't want that to happen. So it's normally advisable for you to get the important songs you want to use. Like, let me just say this is a song I want to use at this gig. You drop it in the side list. Now this is another song I want to use. You drop it here and the side list. You check for plenty other songs that you want to use. Now if you are already now at the gig playing, you see the songs will be on the side list. You will have to browse folders, search your computer. So you just get to work with these. See, let me So that is one important of the side list. Auto mix is obviously, perhaps you might want to load songs for them to play for themselves. Yeah, because the virtual DJ is also also works on autopilot, wherein it plays songs at random. How loaded? Yeah, let me say you have these two songs, or let me try effect because they will play on shorter scale. You load these two effects. Yeah, see, and the shortcut for auto mix is Control and the space bar. So let's click on that.
Girl, I want you to me. Give me something.
So you got to see that after this song played, the effect played automatically. So loading a lot of songs as they will get to play by themselves in the auto mix, although it is adjustable, you get to adjust that to whatever you want, how you want them to play, but we get on to that as we've just started. Another important thing here is the loading of the effects, or let me just say the samplers. Perhaps video, I'll teach you how to load the video samplers. Perhaps there might be lower thirds or whatever. So here you have to click on the sampler panel. Let me scroll this up a little bit. Okay, so these samplers, let me bring one video and one audio. As for this effect, I'll place them in the video description so you download them. You might use them in gigs. A lot of samplers, I think 108 of them, although some are not working, but it's up to 100 that are really working. So you might have them, not might, you will have them in the description, as I'll place the link there. Okay, so it's simple. Getting these, you have to click on the sampler. I really love this signal because it draws the attention of the audience. Signal. Okay, so I've got a video on my desktop, so let me drag that in here. So these two added are, let me say, the one is an audio and the one is a video. So basically you have to set them as they should be properly pressed. So edit, you see here, edit and sampler. So let me zoom out again. You see here, edit in sampler editor. You have to scroll to what you have loaded, this signal. So basically you have to scroll this here to where the sampler starts. Okay, and other settings, the BPM, which normally deals with the tempo of the sampler, whether you want it to play very fast or you want to drag the speed so it will match the songs you are dropping it on. So that's also another important settings which I'll get to explain in the advanced stage. So this gain is normally the volume of it, and you see the mode and the drop. This normally, if you want to put it on loop, it gets to play by itself as the songs will be playing, or the song. This, whether you want it to be pitched according to the speed of the song or whatever. Yeah, so that is also of great essence. Yeah, so when you've adjusted where it should start, let me just say the cue point of it, you have to click on this little save diskette here. Click on save. It's saved now. Okay, so on this also, which I name content, is a video effect. So basically you come to edit in sampler editor, click on content. Being that this is a video effect and it has a black background, I created that myself. So in your video mixes, if you will want effects like that, you contact me again, because I normally do these 3D graphics, and most of these things you see in my video mixes are created by me. So you contact me for that. We'll see how best to get them done for you. So normally you see the transparency setting here. You have to toggle that because this doesn't have an audio. So if it had an audio, you get, because there are some I do which I put audio files on. Perhaps it might be your name drop, which we normally call your jingle, your name jingle. Yeah, you get to add or reduce the volume. But what's necessary here, because this you are only using it for a video purpose, not an audio, so you get to adjust the transparency. You see that when you scroll this up a little bit, you see that the transparency of it we get to. And when it's like this, you see this alpha background, meaning you have toggled the transparency setting. So let's get to see how these two work. Okay, so let's get our video panel a little, not even a little, let's get it bigger. Okay. Okay, let me play this song.
Let's play.
It's right again. Oh, hey, higher, higher, higher.
So basically, that's just a simple method of using it. So this was an audio, or let me say this is an audio. So let's try this on a music video. Let's see how real it will be. So so these are very important settings and nice features that you want to get activated on your virtual DJ 2020. Then you'll be up and running. Perhaps you'll be practicing how to make audio mixes and feature mixes, because in my next video we'll get into the mixing proper. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Although some will be saying no, we should be thanking you, but thank you for your time, because that's what your time and attention, because those are really what I need. So normally I'll advise you to check on the record mixes. You can send them to me on WhatsApp or whatever mean, because I'll also place my let me say my email in the description, so you contact me using that. Yeah, so let me say, as you'll be giving me updates on how you'll be improving. Some people will get to win prizes, some will win lower thirds, video logos and whatever. So thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel and send me a screenshot of it, as I'll put my business number in the description. Yeah, as you do that, some will also get to win prizes for that. Yeah, and share my content. So you also get to win a prize for that again by sharing my content. And thank you very much, as you have been very attentive, and I hope you've learned a lot. If not, what's very difficult for you to understand, you can put in the description. And don't forget to post more ideas, so I'll get to make future videos on them. Thank you very much. Thank you.